But that's just an example. You're thinking about that world. And then you go up into that Locrian pent, which here is, we're thinking of as an E Aeolian pent. You know what I mean? But it derived from that F sharp minor Locrian pentatonic. Anyway, and then we're back to where we started. So let's open up a song in the real book that'll kind of help us utilize this scale in all kinds of ways. How about All the Things You Are? I looked at this one earlier, and it has F sharp half diminished regularly in it, so it's very convenient to practice this on. I don't know if I said All the Things You Are. I meant Autumn Leaves. My bad. All right, so the first chord, A minor. So A minor, look, it's a 2-5-1. A minor, D7, G major 7. That's the first three chords. So we have a Dorian pentatonic now. Now, if I were to when I say Dorian pentatonic here, it's kind of it's like a pseudo nickname, kind of what it is, because this all came from us contorting contorting the F sharp Locrian or the F sharp minor pentatonic into a Locrian pentatonic, So we just altered it, tailored it like you would tailor clothing or something. We tailored the notes to fit that chord, F sharp, but otherwise it's the same pattern that we know really well with that subtle change, just maybe not so subtle. And then after we put it into context in the harmonized scale, we go, oh, we can do this second mode for Dorian. And so that's what we're going to do here. We got a 2 chord, A minor, 2 chords Dorian, so we can play that second mode. Good. Now, next we have a D7. D is Mixolydian. We don't have a Mixolydian mode here, right? Now, the first thing to point out is that the 2 and the 5 are related in such a way, like they're obviously in the same key, but on guitar they're like in the same position too, right? Like A minor and then D7. They're all in the same position. Because they're in the same key and they're in the same position, you can just stay in the same mode. Now, if you wanted to move throughout the neck, you'd have to go from mode to mode, but we're just going to stay in one mode here for this. So we got D7. And you play the same exact thing. Cool? Yeah. Well, I'm doing the same thing actually. And actually same goes for that whole thing. It's all in one key, so basically you could just stay in one place if you wanted, or you could move through the modes, Like for example, you got A minor. I could play the second mode. And then I got D7. I could go up and play the third mode. Now in my mind, I'm thinking about, well, the chord tones are changing, right? From the A minor 7 to the D7. So when my chord tones change, I want to change which notes that I'm playing as though they're important, right? So like if I'm playing here, I intentionally ended on this note, knowing that it was going to be the 7 of the D, right? But other than that, I mean, I'm doing the same. Oh, sorry. And then it's the same exact notes. I just went up to the next pattern just to keep moving. Now, after that, we've got G major 7. You could do all of the same ones. All the G major 7, right? G is the key, and F sharp would be the Locrian mode of G major. So the way we learned these in the first place was Locrian, was F sharp Locrian, and so we can use any of those over those three chords. So if you did record or loop something like that, you could use all of these over all of these chords so far. Right? If let me put that more clearly, you can put all of the patterns as we learn them in the key we learn them over Autumn Leaves so far. Now, C major 7, C is the 4 of G, and it's major 7. Well, in the harmonic scale, the 4 chord is major, and with the 7, it's major 7. So we're still in the key of G, so we can use our F sharp Locrian pentatonics over that. Nothing has changed there. If you want, for practice sake, you can try to move from position to position to fit the chords as we wrote them out here, as a Dorian, nicknamed Dorian version, a Phrygian version, a Lydian version, and an Aeolian version. And then when it comes to the major chord or the 7th chords, you have to meet in the middle between those. So A minor, you can do the Dorian one. Sorry. And then the D, maybe you could do the same one, or because there's no mixed Lydian one. And next we have the Ionian, so you still don't have one. But on the C major, you can do the C Lydian. Yeah. Now, obviously, C Lydian, or our nickname Lydian pentatonic here. The C version is it's within the same key as all the others, so you could do any of the others. But what I'm getting at is that you can find it kind of handy if you can play Lydian over a major 7 chord, which really you always can. It's taking a liberty over a 1 chord, but this is a 4 chord, so it's pretty explicitly Lydian. You can find it easily by just going to the root and then playing the Lydian pentatonic that we've kind of come up with here. Cool. Next we have F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Now, ordinarily, what would you play over a minor 7 flat 5? Yeah, in this case now, yeah. But see, I find that the way most guitar players know stuff is they go A minor and they go sweet A minor. And then it goes D7, they go sweet D7. And then it says G major 7, they go, oh, okay, I kind of know my major scale. Because the guitar players always know their blues scales. But then they get to C major and they go, well, C major, and they go from like this, G major. And they go, oh, C major. And they play major here. Maybe they don't know Lydian. Most people, a lot of people don't know Lydian. But Lydian should be there, so they'll play, which might be kind of clashing. And they go F sharp minor 7. They go, oh, well, I'll just wait a measure. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know. Yeah, like when I say a lot of people, obviously I'm excluding jazz players, fusion players, and all that kind of stuff. But most guitar players, they know like. They know cool like rock riffs from bands they like. And then they sit down and they know how to do solos. And when they do solos, it's always the first thing they know, pentatonics. You know? Oh yeah, me too. I love it. It's like first thing I do, I know it's like and they try to kind of change it up and make it interesting over time because you get sick of hearing yourself play the same thing. Not to mention, as you become better and better, or as you want to become better and better, you start to more look at other people and go like, I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. This is the same. I want to sound like them. I want to do something special, You start listening for something special. You like this artist because he's different. And the thing he does is cool. It's not just different that makes it cool, but it's different and cool, like it's technically, wow, that's cool. That's impressive. He must have worked hard. There's all these like virtues you can see in the work, or like it's dynamic and it's a lot of different moods. It's varied, and you can find all this really cool stuff about it. But anyway, so the point is, like, a lot of people, man, minor 7 flat 5, and they just get like, they would just freeze, you know. But not anymore. Now we know we got. We can do that pentatonic.